Brad Campbell was the man in charge of handling all employee benefits for the government, having served as the former Assistant Labor Secretary. Brad, first explain to people what you're hearing could be a possibility when it comes to people's pre-tax contributions in their 401ks.
Well, thanks for having me on, Liz. I appreciate it. And you're absolutely right. There's not been a clear plan released by either side yet in these debates. There's been a lot of talk, but not a lot of clarity. But a lot of the rumors behind the scene go to the way we're going to tax retirement benefits and use that change in taxation as a way to pay for some of the other priorities that both Republicans and Democrats have. And the real change would be doing what's called Rothification or Rotherizing. I'm not sure we've settled on the exact term of your retirement benefits.
Meaning?
So instead of your 401k being a deduction, an exclusion from income that you get this year, you would pay tax on your money this year and then not be taxed when you take it out. And that's a big difference for the government in terms of when the money comes in.
Oh, and it's a big psychological difference, is it not? I mean, could this hurt the psychology of savers who say, why bother? I just ran into David Stockman, who was, the former head of the OMB under President Reagan. I saw him in the hallway, and I said, what about this Rothification? And he said, it's anti-saver. Do you agree?
I agree it's a very big problem because one of the big incentives that we have in our whole retirement system is the fact that you get to defer the taxation on this money until you retire. And getting that tax benefit is a big reason a lot of people try to contribute the maximum to their 401k or to their IRA.
And I think it's important to point out the reason the government's talking about this is that if they have to go with a simple majority passing a tax reform, it has to be revenue neutral. And this, by doing this, it would bring in, what, $1 trillion over 10 years? It's a lot of money that they could use to make it
probably not quite that much, but a lot. The estimates differ. It could be anywhere from 200 or 300 billion up to 700 or 800 billion, depending on how much mandatory Roth they require. Is it all of your retirement contributions to your 401k? Is it only the first half? Is it some number less than that? None of those details have been decided. But even though Democrats are making noise about not liking this approach, the reality is both sides on Capitol Hill want to raise revenue, and they're going to use the retirement system as one of the buckets to get it. And people need to be aware that this is not a minor thing. It could fundamentally change how they plan for their retirements and where and how they save.
Brad Campbell, thank you so very much. We appreciate it. And, just keep on saving until we have a tax reform plan. We shall see what happens.